Record.
Well, my name is Jackson George. I'm here from Executive Director LIBA. I'm here with Charles Dwamina, CEO of Voices Magazine.
The only magazine.
The only magazine
of immigrants.
Immigrant Voices. Charles, welcome to LIBA TV.
Thank you very much.
Tell us a little about Voices Magazine.
Wonderful. I really am excited for you surprising me, visiting me today. You're doing a wonderful job, and continue to do what you're doing. The community needs people, leadership like you. Yeah, Voices Magazine has been a dream. It's been in existence for over 8 years in the community. And our whole mission and vision is to be able to champion immigrants that are making a difference. I mean, in a nutshell, that's what Voices is all about. It's the voice of the immigrant. Now, we kind of got involved in trying to bring in also our African-American brothers. So we changed our motto from empowering immigrants to empower people of African heritage. So that's our new structure and our new motto, bringing our African-American brothers into the fray and having a conversation about how we can better ourselves. So if you see our current editions that come out, it has African-Americans being featured and telling you how their success and the differences we have in our community. So it's becoming extremely popular amongst our community members at this time.
I see that you produce these magazines, and these magazines are very beautiful.
Yeah.
And I know there's an upcoming program.
Yes.
Tell us a little about your upcoming program.
Well, one of the things that Voices Magazine does in terms of climaxing our year is to have a gala. And that gala kind of falls with our mission in terms of promoting immigrants and their successes. This year we have a very unique program, and we're looking, because it's election time, we might have some officials in the House that might be giving us a shout out. But yeah, the event brings together the best in our communities. We have 5 categories of individuals who since August, folks have been nominating, and now we're in the voting process. People are actually voting for people in the categories of education, nonprofit, entertainment, community advocacy, and business. So these are the 5 categories, and we have fantastic people that were nominated, and we started from 100 people, and we're now all the way down to 19 in each of those categories. So far, we have about 2,000 plus people have voted in the back end for individuals in the various categories. So it's exciting. People are excited and looking forward to this night. Again, tickets are online for sale. They're going very fast. We have a limited amount of seats, so obviously it's important that you show up. Now, the unique thing about this awards is that we have 6 individuals, of which you are one of them, that will be honoring. And the purpose of that is to honor you for your leadership, your mentorship, your involvement in the community at large, and how you're able to cross over and communicate with other communities and make an impact. So everybody that's in that category, Dr. Labby, Dr. Rob Labby, Jackson George, Nasibu, Margaret Brooks, Ryan Daniels, and Luther Winder from the transport, all of them will be recognized. And hopefully we'll have somebody in the House of high stature that might be able to represent the company and offer you guys that recognition.
So, I mean, immigrant voices or people of African descent voices are being heard. You push that agenda. Outside of the Voices Magazine, I know you have another company.
Yes.
A staffing company.
Yes, I have a staffing company. Actually, my wife is the boss. I work for her technically. She owns the company. I'm basically helping transition.
So what do you guys do?
Well, we basically hire supplemental staff. We supply staff to various hospitals and various clinics. And so we hire registered nurses, LPNs, RN, TMAs, CNAs, and DSPs. These individuals are in high demand right now, and most of the facilities call us to try to supplement their staff if somebody doesn't show up. So we have contracts all over the Twin Cities. We are still pursuing additional contracts, and it's a very challenging environment because most of the girls are asking for top dollars right now, and so we're doing our best to be able to kind of meet that challenge at this time. So it's very challenging in the industries. Everybody's getting into the business.
Yeah, I know one of the things we talk about during the COVID.
Yes.
Companies like yours were on the front line.
Exactly.
And as an immigrant business, we want to be recognized in the state.
That is so true.
Maybe in the whole country, that how much we do as immigrants.
Yes.
So how did you come through the COVID?
Well, one of the things,
being on the front line.
Okay, well, it was very challenging. With my wife's help, she plays a very important role because she's a social worker and obviously she's been sane. But the whole environment was very tedious in terms of the girls wanted to work because of COVID. Some of them wanted to go on floors because of COVID. But one of the things that we tried to instill in them was the practice of preventing protection. Correct. Because the CDC came up with a guideline in terms of how our staff were supposed to be protected. And secondly, they were all supposed to be vaccinated. It was totally required to wear a mask when they go to work. We had masks here where they would even pick up masks and take with them to work. So it was very important that we navigated that process here. I mean, very, very delicately. Some of our employees got COVID, but they were able to come out of it. We didn't lose anyone. Some of our facilities lost clients because of COVID, which was a common thing in the beginning of the process. But again, as an immigrant business, the challenge that we have outside is us working with ourselves, us trying to not necessarily not be there for each other in terms of resource and information. Correct. Because we had to navigate the information out there in terms of even when the government the state was giving COVID pay, they were giving employees extra $5 if they were to go into a COVID environment. All of that was things that we tried to navigate to provide that service. The strangest thing about it is the government picks at us, the state picks at us at a particular rate. So the challenge is that we can negotiate above that rate. Why? Because the facilities, if it's a nursing home, they do get what you call federal dollars. You can negotiate on assisted living, but you can't, no. So we are stuck with that. Correct. And the competition now is that the state, because of the lack of employees, is also in the business.
Correct. So let's go back to Voices Magazine. Yeah. Thank you for that, though. I mean, it's an important service. Yes. I too have a healthcare business, but it's an important service. But the Voices Magazine, November 5th.
November 5th
is that day.
Is that day.
I like your Voices Magazine. I like to come. It's a glamorous program.
Well, you're always
people put on the best
attitude. I mean, they get
diversity is in the room.
It's beautiful. You know? I mean, one lady called me and said, "Charles, I've been to multiple events in the Twin Cities. There's no one event that I've come and there has been a mixture of people
diversity
from
different cultures.
So it's not Liberian for where I'm from or Ghana or Nigeria, but you see a host. And the reason why it's such is because of the selection process. Correct. If you look at the nominees, they come from different countries. I mean, Liberia is there. You can see Kenya, is Nigeria, and that is the challenge. So
where's the address?
It's at the Marriott Hotel. It's a Marriott Hotel. It's 7200, I believe, Boone Avenue, right up there. They are cooperating with us. The city is actually working with us, and also what they call the tourist board. They put the event on their website. The Northwest Tourism Board. We're working with Winfred Russell to also try to see whether we can get some grants for the whole program. But so far, I'm excited with the opportunity. I mean, everybody waits for the last minute to buy tickets, but we ask you to go to our website to buy tickets. Don't procrastinate. So if you come to the door and you are not being seated because we're having dinner, we want to make sure that everybody that buys their tickets will have dinner. And dinner is from 7 to 8 o'clock. The event starts at 8 sharp. We hope that you also stay and network after the entire event.
So it's a networking event?
Yes, after the event, we want people to dance, network. We have our favorite DJ, Sam Tukpa, playing that night. We have some live performances. We have some government officials, state officials that might be present. I think we have a good feel of who's going to be in the house and how it's going to come down. So
again, this is Liba TV. I'm here with Charles Dwamina, and this is thank you for the opportunity. And Charles, thank you.
Well, it's a great opportunity. Thank you for coming here. You need to come here more often, my brother.
Sure.
You know you're my man.